Now, in the wake of such tragedies like yesterday's terror attack and the many others like it, the question we're left asking is how? Where does such hatred come from? Well, following the publication of a 4-year research activity completed by Dr. Arnon Groys, the answer seems to keep coming back to Palestinian schools. In Groys' study, over 365 Palestinian Authority school books for all grades 1 through 12, published between 2013 and 2018, were reviewed. Researchers were looking for any education aimed at peacefully solving the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. What they found was, of course, the exact opposite. And here via Skype with more on the story is Director of the Israel Resource News Agency, David Bedein. David, thank you so much for joining us.
Good afternoon.
So, okay, incitement against Israelis and Jews in the Palestinian Authority textbooks is unfortunately nothing new. So what did we learn from this new research, however?
The new research concerns the last 45 books published by the Palestinian Authority for 11th and 12th grade students. In other words, the highest possible grades. And we have their lessons on how to be violent, how to kill, how to liberate Palestine by force of arms, how to accomplish the right of return by force of arms, how to praise anyone who commits acts of murder. Besides the maps which you're seeing on the screen, which eliminate Israel completely, the whole concept of the adulation of anyone who will murder a Jew. That besides that, we already know that the Palestinian Authority will give all kinds of prizes and honors and for the victim, for the assailant's family for the rest of his life. But here it's something else. It's teaching the children, in this case teenagers, in their last 2 years of school, that they will be honored for life if they kill, and if they become a shaheed, a martyr. And this is very, very important. Now we had looked at school books previously for these ages approximately 10 years ago. We didn't see that there. There was a couple of allusions to violent attack, but nothing like this. They have pictures of the of shaheedim, of a woman here I don't know if you can see it on the screen there, Dalal al-Mughrabi, who is shown
terrorist, convicted terrorist.
Yeah, she's a woman who is a terrorist who came with her bus, attacked the bus in 1978, killed 38 people. And what's most important is there's a 2-page lesson plan teaching the children to be like her. Now this is unprecedented in there's no such thing as school books, even in the Arab world, which have this kind of praise for murderers. And people say it's a Nazi textbook. No, it's not. Nazis never had anything which openly, their school books did not teach about murdering Jews, certainly demonizing Jews. But imagine if you had school books during World War II which praised those who the commandant of Auschwitz, or people who conducted mass murders. It doesn't exist. The pictures of killers are throughout the books.
Well, David, my final question for you, unfortunately, is were there any promising excerpts that you were able to find here? Anything that the textbooks got right?
I got into this business of dealing with Palestinian education as a student more than 40 years ago, always looking for that. Any traces of advocacy for peace, advocacy for reconciliation have been wiped out completely. And it's not even a war against Israel anymore. Now it's a war against the Zionist entity, and they equate Zionism with ethnic cleansing. There is no hope in these school books. You ask me about, as a social professional who knows Palestinians, this doesn't reflect the Palestinian people, but it certainly reflects the PLO, the Palestinian Authority, who are still in a state of war with Israel. And that's expressed in these new school books. You can see the school books on our website, IsraelBehindTheNews.com. We're bringing them this week to the United Nations, and I hope that officials of the United Nations will take this seriously, so that donor nations to the PA will at least put conditions on their donations.
All right. Well, David, thank you so much for joining us with this report, and good luck with the United Nations presenting that report, and we hope to hear soon about the results of that.
Thank you.